Good morning. Welcome to life outside the HOA, obviously. So it's a special time of year when doggies are blowing their coats. Come here, Drake. Yes, you, sir. So I have a lot of doggy care to do today. A lot of it. And I am taking this fellow for a Frisbee walk. So, if you'd like to join us for a Frisbee walk, this is Drake. Drake is my Belgian Mallee mix. He is about 8 years old now, and I picked him in. He was running into, gosh, you got it going on, buddy. You really got it going on. He was running into oncoming traffic on I-10 when I was headed down to Mount Graham from Tucson. And it was just not his day to die. It was a construction zone, so they were consolidating everybody to one lane, and the traffic was heavy. People were still going fast, but they were kind of slowing down. And there he was, just trotting along in oncoming traffic on the interstate. And I was like, what in the fuck? I put on my hazards. I hopped out the car. I made it safely onto the median, the grassy median. And by that time, he was several hundred yards behind me. And he just knew. He stopped dead in his little tracks. And he turned around and he looked at me. And instead of running into oncoming traffic on the median now, he started running towards me. And I've never really seen that level of sentience in an animal that has been abandoned. Most of them have fight, flight, freeze, all three of those going on. All at the same time, 1,000-yard stare, lights are on, nobody's home kind of thing. And it's sad. I think I'm the type of person, I think we should be able to shoot people who abandon animals on sight. Oh, you're dumping your dog off here in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, here's a bullet for you. You can unsubscribe from your life right now. And that's where I'm at with this, just for my own collection of abandoned animals that I love very dearly, and they're great animals, but, he didn't deserve that. I've had people offer me literally thousands of dollars for this dog because he's so one of a kind, and he's just an amazing fellow. So we're going to go over here to the toy box, and we're going to produce a grimy Frisbee. Yes, that's my falling apart trailer. Hey, it works. I didn't end up on the streets in a tent, right? That's what COVID did to people, folks. Well, some of you might have forgotten all about that, but it's still real. And I'm going to take this moment to plug my new favorite product. I saw people buying it like crazy at my little retail gig. Yes, I do still have a gig in addition to my career. And this is all furry and messed up, but this stuff, Dr. Naylor's Red Coat, really helped Drake a lot. Sit down, son. Thank you, sir. See, he's so well trained. He's fast learner. So Drake either got into some sharp wire or was attacked, but he had this really deep wound that honestly should have had stitches. And mommy could not afford stitches. So I saw people buying this like crazy. I read about it online. They also have Blue Coat, which I can see why people buy it like mad. It works like a charm. Fair warning, you have to keep them out of the dirt. I had to keep him inside so he wouldn't get into anything. And another fair warning, it will stain. If you have any dog beds that are particularly prized, or if they get in your bed, or you have white carpet, if you have any carpet, geez, shudder to think. But it will stain the crap out of all that stuff. That being said, much cheaper alternative to stitches, and yeah, the boy is fine. So that's my older He's my senior doggy. He was the first dog son, and he knows it. Look at all your fur. You're so shedding so much. Oh, get it. Get that Frisbee. Get that Frisbee. Oh, he's like, how about you throw that Frisbee for me? So yeah, this is kind of a morning ritual. Not every morning, sadly. Sometimes I just have to stuff him in the yard to go play with the other dogs in the morning and dash off to do errands, and we get an evening constitutional instead. But I try to make it a fairly regular occurrence because he's got so much energy. And if I were independently wealthy, yes, I would have had him trained. I mean, he is a working dog. He is a certifiable working dog because I have certain conditions, and at times I do need his help. However, in terms of doing search and rescue and cop dog stuff and the canine parkour that is on a lot of the cool Belgian Malinois channels, I just kind of more wanted him to play and enjoy his life and just enjoy being a dog instead of only have his existence be defined by being a working dog, you know. After what he had been through, that's the least I could do. And it was quite a journey, like for the first year or so, possibly two. When he was still young, he was about a year old when I picked him up. First thing he did was chew through my seatbelt. And it didn't stop there. I say that I have custom items. A lot of my things, if you will, have been stylized. And that actually kind of makes me like those things a little bit more, because it reminds me of my furry children every time I use them. Like, I don't even bother to get mad about it anymore at all, whatsoever. So Drake will sit on hand command. I don't even have to say a thing. All I have to do is lift my arm, and he will sit. Now, it doesn't make much sense to try to catch a Frisbee when you're sitting down, right? So we get ready. Get ready. Set. Come on, get up. Ready, ready, ready. There we go. Set. And go. He usually gets a couple good mid-air catches in, but it just gets grimier and grimier the more we play. And we usually walk to the end of the field where that stand of trees is. And he's usually done with Frisbee about halfway back. He's tired and he's holding on to it longer. He's like, come on, Mom. It's my Frisbee. It's my baby. So this is the Drake. I don't think I've done a formal Drake introduction video yet, but the reason he does not have a collar, yes, he is chipped, but he also, he's my most loyal dog. He does not stray. Like, you can just leave him outside and he'll sit down on the rug underneath the tree and wait for me. He's very, very, very loyal to his mom. And as you can see, maybe a little bit better here, that was the injury that he got. It's pretty gnarly, pretty serious, but hey, he healed. And for those of you who cannot afford stitches, if something happens, if they get into barbed wire, as you can see, we got that out here. Not sure what happened to him. It's not the first time he's either A, been attacked or gotten really seriously injured. It's just the first time that I've used that product, and I'm definitely impressed by it. Oh, this is what you need right now? It's just total breathlessness. So thanks so much for joining us on our morning constitutional. And yeah, Drake's my man. He's a good boy. You are a good boy. Even though he's not like the super athletic parkour dog that I could have trained him to be. I love him so much. Like Belgian Mallee or Belgian Mallee mixes are the best dogs you will ever own. They're not easy, but they're amazing. And he knows that he is. So I've had a lot of people comment on his weight. And they're like, gee, do you starve your dog? I'm like, yeah, and I beat him too. Because that's a ridiculous question. If you even know me, like, for any more than 10 seconds, you already know. Like, that's not a thing that happens in my household. So, yes, Belgian Mallees are just skinny German Shepherds, svelte, highly athletic, energy for days. And I love him so much. I'm really, really glad that he's in my family, that he had a family and he did not get run over. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.